Hi everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I will walk you through how to add medication and also track its usage. Let's get into the video. To get started, let's log into the portal. I'll go to patients and we are going to use patient Gerald Howard for this demo. We go to medication, click add medication. For this example, we're going to add, let's say, paracetamol. You can also add generic and brand name, whichever you have on hand. For strength, I'm gonna put 100 milligrams. And for the form, you can select from the drop down. It could be tablet, cream, inhaler, powder, depending on what you have. For this example, I'm just gonna use tablet. At this stage, you have the option to save this medication as draft if you're not ready to activate it for MAR, and then you can return at any time to activate it. For this demo, I'm going to activate for MAR. Next is the prescriber role. This is where you select the prescriber professional role from this drop down. I'm going to use a physician assistant and then enter here the full names. For dosage, I'm going to put 1. You can also adjust depending on what's actually prescribed. For the route, there's also a drop down by mouth, inhalation, eye drops. But for this example, I'm going to select by mouth. Frequency, you can choose daily, every 12 hours, and so on. I'm going to choose every 8 hours for this example. And total quantity is the total number of tablets that we have. I'm just gonna put 20 here. Now we see that on the scheduled time, it defaults for today, and the system automatically calculates the end date depending on how many tablets that we have and how often they're going to be taken. I can also set up the first dose to be at 12 p.m. and you'll see that it automatically populates the next dose at 8 p.m. and also the third one at 4 a.m. Now, if I click on instructions, this is where you can add any instructions for the medication and any additional notes. I can also add refill information here. For this example, I'm just going to add 3 refills at CVS, and if there's any RX number, it goes right here. And then activate for MAR. Here you can see that paracetamol is added to today's schedule. And if we go to medications, now is where we can see every medication on file for this patient. From this same screen, you can choose to delete a medication, discontinue it, or edit if something needs to change. All you need to do is just to make all your edits and you save. Now let's move to MAR. This is medical administration record. It is where we go on to log any observation once the dose is due. For example, let's say it's already at 12. I'll go on to click here. From this drop down, I select whether it was self-administered, refused, or missed. For this example, we'll just say that it was observed by self-medication. I'll also enter the time and confirm the dosage. And for the dosage right here, it's just 1 tablet because that's what was prescribed. Down here, I can add any notes about this administration, and later on, I'll show you where this note would appear. And here under signature, the staff member signs here and the patient also signs, and we apply signatures. Now, if I click record administration, you see that the observation will be recorded, and you can see that from this legend up here, this abbreviation means that the medication was self-administered, which means SA, and the staff initials also appears here. This shows that somebody with these initials is the one that administered this medication. And if the medication was missed, it's going to show M, like on this other medication. This is very useful if you have multiple staff members and you can always tell who observed each dose that was given. And also one more thing on MAR. You can click here to view PDF at any time. This is going to generate a full printable record for every medication and how it was administered. And it's really useful if you ever have any inspection. You are going to have your record ready to be shown right away. Moving on to notes now. This is where all the notes we added during administration are going to show up. And also you are able to see which medication it is tied to and also the status of it, if it was missed or taken or any other observation that was recorded. And finally on MUS, this is medication usage summary. It's where you're gonna get a full summary of every prescribed medication for the patient and which doses were given, which ones were missed, and how many tablets remaining for each one. And that's it for today. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We are available 24/7, and you can also head over to our website to start your free trial and connect with us on other social media platforms to stay updated. We'll see you in the next video.